One of the last Pearl Harbor survivors, Sterling Cale, has died. He was 102 years old.
Yeah, Cale was hospitalized last month and passed on January 20th, surrounded by family at his home in Aiea. Our Rick Kwan has more on this American hero.
A longtime Hawaii resident, Sterling Cale was not just a veteran of World War II, but the Korean and Vietnam War. But he may be best remembered for his bravery and courage on December 7th, 1941, when he commandeered a small boat and jumped into the burning waters of Pearl Harbor.
He saw that what he had to do was swim underwater and try to save as many as he could. So you can imagine, he knows that if he comes up, breathes that fire, boy, he's going to be destroyed. So he's down there searching for these guys on the bottom and everything, and skins coming off and everything else. And he's getting these guys and swimming back underwater and putting them right in that captain's gig. And he got, he told me, about 46 people.
His son says his dad suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and for many years would not talk about what happened that day.
I even tried to hide recording devices in the old days and everything, but he wouldn't say a word until one day on the battleship Missouri, talking to his grandsons and talking about the signing and everything else with the Japanese, that people heard him and came from all over the ship. And then he started, when they said, "Were you there?" he opened up.
After 57 years of government service, Cale retired in 2005 and became a volunteer at the Pearl Harbor Visitor Center.
He wanted people to remember December the 7th, 1941, so he wouldn't make that mistake again. And he was really adamant about that. In fact, the Park Service and everything had him hooked up all over the world. He used to talk to teachers and students right in their classrooms, and they could ask him questions about the war, and he was, you know, loving to give them all of those things personally. And it was a real joy for him.
Services for Cale will be held March 7th at the Hawaii State Veterans Cemetery in Kaneohe, where he'll be buried next to his wife Victoria, a local girl he was married to for 77 years. You can learn more about Cale's amazing life in his book, A True American. From his home in Aiea, you can see where Battleship Row was at Pearl Harbor. For Cale, it was a daily reminder of the lives lost and those he saved on that fateful day. Rick Kwan, Island News.